Hey, what's up, YouTube land? It's your boy, Eddie Hill, the White Oak, Pennsylvanian toy collector, and today we'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Devastation video game Optimus Prime. And yeah, I love the Devastation Prime, which is probably why I bought this. People have a few nitpicks about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, we'll get to that once we get down to comparing the figure and transforming it. But yeah, it's a good looking figure for a little Optimus Prime semi-truck. It doesn't look too bad from the front angle, and it looks pretty good. The box artwork is good. And I'm just going to slightly turn it so you can see the front of the truck. I love that it's based on the Devastation and G1 Optimus Prime. It's probably why I bought it for only $10 at Toyapalooza. Is it worth the money? I'd say yes. It's a great figure. It transforms and it looks amazing. But yeah, now it's been a minute. Let's look at the box itself. Here we got a product shot of Optimus Prime with his eyes lit up. His classic robot mode. His semi-truck mode. Another product shot of Optimus Prime going Autobots, transform, and roll out. Devastation Optimus Prime from the Transformers Devastation video game. And there he is on the box from the video game, right out of the video game with the artwork. He does have the Matrix of Leadership. It ain't painted, so I painted it myself, because people have nitpicks about the Matrix not being painted. And the axe has this swoosh effect, which is cool. And the truck mode, the gas canisters on the side of the truck are not as good. That's my only 3 nitpicks. But yeah, not a bad figure. And that's all there is to say for the packaging. Let's look at Optimus Prime himself. We don't have any bot mode comparisons. But one thing he is compatible with is another Optimus Prime's trailer, and we can have him with a trailer like the G1 toy. Here he is with the Earthrise Optimus Prime's trailer, which he can roll with and be like, Autobots, transform, and roll out. Not a bad looking accessory option that they made this compatible for Earthrise. It's definitely cool. But now to transform it, because most of the comparisons we have are in bot mode. We're going to disconnect his Energon axe, like so. And you're probably wondering, why doesn't he have a laser rifle? Well, I have an extra one. I kept right in here just for the figure, because my Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Optimus Prime I had for years broke. And I had this laser rifle lying around, so whenever something breaks completely, you can always keep the weapon for another figure if you want. So it's not a bad ion rifle. But yeah, now to get back to transforming it, which is very simple. Gonna disconnect these gas canisters from the side, like so. To split the cab right here. It can be a little bit tricky. It does require some muscle to do that. There we got one arm. All out of its cab section. Second verse, just like the first. If I can get it free, though. Come on, Optimus. Come on. There we go. Another arm all freed up. It does require some loosening up and freeing things up a little bit. Come on, Optimus. Work with me here. There we go. Now we rotate this around. Flip these sections right into there. The grill section, people have nitpicks about, but it ain't too terrible if I say so. It ain't that terrible. There we go. And it just pegs in right there. There are pegs right there, and it just pegs into place. Now for the feet, you're going to flip out the back heels, flip in the front feet, and there we go. Half transformed already. Now we get to work on the head, which is back here. Going to flip this head upwards. I like that they put this effort into this toy. It's not a bad looking figure that they put all this effort into. A lot of people have their nitpicks about it, but I don't think it's that terrible. Yeah. Sure, it's not completely accurate, and people have their nitpicks about it, but I think it's okay. Even by my standards, it's pretty okay. But yeah, now we're going to work on the legs here. First, we're going to fold this wheel section in like so. It just does this, flips in. Then we get this section in. Tab this into place. Second verse, just like the first. Fold it in after we fold it in like so. Tab it in. And fold this part in. And there we got Devastation Optimus in his robot mode, in all his Autobot glory. And this figure is pretty good for an Optimus Prime, and it stands amazingly. I get why people have their nitpicks about it, but other than that, it's pretty cool. But now for the piece that I customized just because of the nitpicks about the Matrix. If you have this figure and you have the patience to use a Sharpie to paint it, you can fix that problem easily. If you have patience and focus like I do. And it's not a bad paint job, if I do say so myself. I'm not the best at painting these types of things, but I do my best, and I'm patient about it. So yeah, not a bad looking figure. He's got the classic G1 smokestacks. Sure, he's got light bits down here. His hands do move, which I like. And he stands very well. So not a bad Studio Series figure, but now to give him his weapons. We can give him his Energon axe to be like, to battle, Autobots. Slash, slash. And now to see if he can hold the ion rifle. His classic G1 weapon. So now I have the perfect G1 Optimus with the ion rifle. So he'll definitely replace my Earthrise Optimus Prime on the shelf. But we will keep the trailer from it. We'll put Earthrise Optimus on the random Prime shelf. But he is definitely a cool looking figure. He looks amazing. He's really well done, painted and sculpted. This figure is, I give it a 10 out of 10. This figure is awesome, really well done. It looks like it came out of the game. It's so cool. But now for some comparisons with some other Optimus Prime I own here in 2025. Here is the Transformers Studio Series Devastation Optimus with, you guessed it, the Power of the Primes Optimus, my favorite Optimus Prime. This figure is amazing. I love this figure. And now comparing him with Machine Wars Optimus Prime because it's precious. Optimus Prime precious. And next we have the other G1 Optimus I own. This is the Earthrise Optimus. And Earthrise Optimus is still bigger than this guy. I love this figure being the best scaled Optimus, and mine looks very cool. Is this figure worth $10? Yes. If you can get it for $10, it's worth it. And it's not a bad figure. Hands down. But now for comparison with the last little Optimus I own. This is my very first Optimus Prime. This is the Legends Optimus Prime, and he looks cute with good old Devastation Optimus because it's precious. Optimus Prime precious. But now I'm going to get out some Devastation style comparisons before I end this video. And this is going to be a long comparison video, I'm telling you. So stay tuned for all the comparisons I got. First we got up is the big bot himself. From the game, close to the game. And we have none other than the mighty, gigantic. I had to move my backdrop out of the way because this guy is super huge. So yeah. But he has to be to fight Optimus, for Optimus to fight him. Here is Combiner Wars. Titan class. Devastator. And yeah. Can we get Optimus being held by Devastator? That's probably a question you have from the G1. Can he hold Optimus? Let's see. Oh. Can we get it to hold him? And yeah, he can totally grab on the Optimus and be like, prepare for your doom, Optimus Prime. And he's slashing with his axe, trying to get himself free. But yeah, definitely an option you can do with this figure if you want. For display options. This figure is definitely an awesome figure. Whoa. Tripod's fighting me today a little bit. Pardon that, I may have to tighten it after this video. But yeah, now for some other comparisons with some other close enoughs to the Transformers Devastation game. Here we got Autobot Wheeljack. This is the Authentics one. They didn't do a Devastation one, which is a shame. With his fellow Autobot, Bumblebee. Because it's Bumblebee. Can't go wrong with good old Bumblebee. Of course, with Menasor. Why not? Because he was in the game. That's the RAD one. With Soundwave. Yeah, because he's Soundwave. He's going to crush the Autobots. Of course, with Megatron, because he was in the game. Of course, with Shockwave, he was in the game too. But yeah, I'm just lining up comparisons, and I'm taking them out as I go through him. With, of course, Grimlock, because he was in the game with Optimus, Bumblebee, and Wheeljack. Why not? That's the Authentics one. Of course, with none other than Thundercracker. This is the War for Cybertron Thundercracker. The original release. With Skywarp, who was in the game as well, as you can see. Not a bad comparison, if I do say so myself. And, of course, with Starscream, because he was in the game, too. But my Kingdom Starscream does not stand very well. That's the problem with Starscream. He doesn't stand up well. I did Megatron, so let's compare him with the Insecticons and their Insecticon modes. So, yeah. Come on, work with me here. And here is Shrapnel with Optimus. And, of course, we're going to do Bombshell next to Optimus Prime. These are all G1 Insecticons, so they're close enough to the game. So that's why I'm using them. Yep. And last but not least, we'll do Kickback as well, once I get them transformed. Yep. I love doing these comparison videos for how many comparisons I got. And then we're going to highly recommend this figure when I get the chance. So, yeah. So far, I'm getting the Kickback nearly transformed. We already did Shrapnel and Bombshell. Just got to flip out his legs. And here we got Kickback next to Optimus. As you can see, they look good together. But now for one final add-on to the video before we end it and say how many villains for Devastation we have in the collection as of 2025. And Devastator keeps dropping his big cannon. A shame I don't have his drills, but it is what it is for this figure. Come on, Devastator, hold your gun like a big boy. I swear to God, you are... I'll just lay it down because he can't hold his weapon today. He has to keep dropping it. So let's get a group shot of how many Devastation figures I own, officially. Close to Devastation, game-style figures. And I didn't have to use the instructions. I messed around with that guy, Optimus Prime, so many times I didn't have to use my instructions, though. Which is good, not having to use the instructions from time to time. So let's get down to comparisons after that. And we'll have to get a group shot with all the bots. We'll put the Decepticons on one side, Autobots on the other. Okay, we got half of them all lined up. Oh, Shockwave next to good old Optimus, as you can see. They're close enough to size scale. Why not? But now we're going to get a group shot and get every bot closed up on. Once we move them into place where you can see them. Some adjusting big time. Come on, Thundercracker. No time for you to be falling down on the job. Same goes for you, Megs. I need you for this video, so you can't fall over on the job, Megatron. Got some Autobots to crush. There we go. He's now wielding his rifle again. Now let's line up the rest of the bots. We'll put the Autobots in front of Devastator. We'll put Megatron over there. Wheeljack over here. Starscream over here. Where's Soundwave? Ah, there you are, Soundwave. We'll put Soundwave right there. Grimlock right here. Bumblebee right there. And Skywarp can go right in front of Megatron. And in between Shockwave and Thundercracker. Secticons go in front. Why not? And here we have my fill-in for the Devastation Autobots from the Transformers game, Devastation. Yep. They're ready to raise the Devastation. So not a bad collection of figures. Are these is Devastation Optimus from the game worth the money? If you can get him for $10, he's worth it. He's a great figure. He looks amazing. And you can easily get him another laser rifle if you have it. But yeah, this is my favorite Optimus I own as of this year. Sure, there are nitpicks about it, but I did fix those nitpicks. But yeah. If you have the time to paint a Matrix, then make the time to paint it. Then you won't be so nitpicky about Matrix of Leadership not being painted if you get this figure. Just take an orange Sharpie to the outer side of the Matrix and paint the inside blue, and you won't even notice. And this is Eddie Hill's entire review on Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please make sure to like. Please make sure to comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. This is the first review as of June 1st. And it's Eddie Hill, moving on and rock out YouTube land.